it scary? Not really. Marlasia, you weren't scared?
Scary.
Brooklyn, were you scared? Okay. Bueno, so we are finished today at 10 after, so I want to go ahead and get started. Okay, you guys. And then just a reminder, there is no ILT today. Okay, so no ILT in your schedule. All right, so we are going to start Unit 8. Okay, Unidad 8. Oh, yeah. I get it. So can anybody identify, first of all, what country, what continent this is, and then what country? Believe it or not, that's a country in red. Any guesses? You guys feel free to unmute. What's the continent and what country do you guess that is without Googling? Just make a guess. Jamarian, what do you think? Marlasia, because Brooklyn's already answered. So what do y'all think? Yes, it is South America. Very good. So let me tell you, when I was your age and younger, and you guys probably don't remember this about me, but I was also a social studies teacher for 25 years or something. Well, so in my life, I've always been, I taught geography, but in my life, I've always been interested in maps. And when I was a little kid, National Geographic was a magazine. You pay for the subscription, and every subscription had a map in it. And I used to, I know this sounds really nerdy, but it's true. I used to lay the map out onto the floor and lay on the floor with my map, and I would study it. Rivers, countries, this, that, the other, right? Whatever the map was about. And that's one of the things, and this is just a me thing, where you guys, where everything is online, you're not touching, like you're not touching things, you know what I'm saying? And you're not able to like really warm up to something because everything is like online, right? Like a piece of paper that you lay on the floor with and you can study it and lay on it and whatever. Anyway, so the way that I remember as a kid, when I was teaching myself what all these countries were, the way I remembered this one is that it looked like a piece of an onion. Think about it. Like if you chop an onion, are y'all with me? Yes? And you know, it's cooked, right? Like you put it in your food, it's cooked in your food. So it's like a soft piece of onion. So I remembered this as the country of Chile. Chile. Are you with me? Because don't we put onions in chili when we make chili? Yes. So that was in my brain, right? In my imagination, that's how I made myself remember that this was the country of Chile when I was a little kid, because it reminded me of a piece of onion, right? So now you guys are going to go for the rest of your life and you're always going to remember that that's Chile because it looks like a piece of onion. Okay. See what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. All right, so now you're welcome to the mind of Miss Rovello. Okay, so our job today, you guys, is to start Unit 8. The theme in Unit 8 is twofold. Number one is Chile, the country of Chile. And the other one is like astronomy. Anybody interested in astronomy, stars, planets, the universe, those kinds of things? Send me an emoji if you are. So those are the two themes, Chile and astronomy. Okay. So hoy es jueves, el 12 de marzo. Buenos días, Arshad. Bienvenido. Y vamos a descubrir el universo y la naturaleza en español. So universo, that's a cognate, right? Universe. What do you think naturaleza could mean? What's it look like? What word does that sound like? Or look like? Remind you of naturaleza. It's a cognate. What do you think it's talking about or referring to? You guys, what do you think? Join me this morning because we're short on time. Yeah. And so we need to move quickly. What do you think it could mean? Okay. Naturaleza. Naturaleza. Can you see it very well? Anybody else have another guess? Yeah, muy bien. Muy bien. Nature. Natural. Do you see the word natural in there? Yeah, natural. So things to do with nature. So that's the theme. Okay, you guys, for Unidad Ocho, for Unit 8. Okay, so our job today is this. Okay, are we listening? I have a video for us. And our job, and I'm going to pause it as we go through, is to listen to the video, and we're going to listen for cognates, and we're going to try and answer the question. So it's a listening for cognates. That's our goal here. I don't expect you to know the words, or et cetera, but we need to listen, and I will pause it. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second because I do need to do one thing first. Give me 1 minute. Waiting on my computer. Sorry. Okay. All right. I'm going to start this. Make sure that you can hear it. Again, I will pause. Your job is to listen for words that you might understand. Okay. And I'm going to slow it down a little bit for us. Okay. All right. And then we'll try to answer the questions. Okay. All right, here we go. Everybody ready? One, Jamarian, Marlasia, Arshad, right? Here we go. Can y'all see my screen? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. So again, it's a listening. There's not going to be any subtitles.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hoy te tengo un reto. Se trata de responder estas preguntas y descubrir cuánto sabes sobre el espacio. Cada pregunta tiene opciones especiales donde deberás acertaste. Comencemos. Vamos a comenzar por una muy fácil. ¿Cuál es la estrella más cercana a la Tierra?
Okay, so let's take a look at the question. I'm going to actually switch my background. I'm going to put question words up. So take a look at the screen. ¿Cuál es la estrella más cercana a la Tierra? So, which is the star nearest the Earth? Clase, la luna, el sol, or Marte? Make a guess. A, B, or C. La luna, el sol, o Marte. ¿Cuál es la estrella star? Tierra, Earth. Okay. Yeah, so we got to know what's a star, right? La estrella. Okay, let's see what she says.
Sí, es correcto. La estrella más cercana a la Tierra es el Sol. Muy bien, sigamos con la siguiente pregunta. ¿Cuántos planetas hay en nuestro sistema solar?
Okay. So let's look at the question. Again, my question words are behind me if y'all can still see them. ¿Cuántos planetas hay en nuestro sistema solar? So what do we think the question is asking? Marion, Brooklyn? Yeah, how many planets are there in nuestro sistema solar? What do you think a sistema solar is? Sistema solar, solar system. Muy bien. So how many planets are there in our solar system? Do we know the answer? Good job, you guys. ¿Cuántos planetas hay? How many are there? 7, 8, 9. A, B, or C? What do you think? Brooklyn? 8. All right, let's see.
Muy bien. Hay 8 planetas en el sistema solar. Mercurio, Venus, Tierra, Marte, Júpiter, Saturno, Urano y Neptuno. Plutón ya no es considerado un planeta oficial.
Okay, so she said Plutón, right? No es considerado un planeta oficial. So they're not counting Pluto as a planet, okay?
¿Puedes contar del 1 al 8 con tus dedos como si estuvieras contando los planetas? ¿Cómo se llama el planeta más grande del sistema solar?
Okay, so what's the question asking? ¿Cómo se llama el planeta más grande del sistema solar? What's it asking? Just so we're clear. Muy bien, Marlesia. Ooh, you're hot this morning. What is the name of the biggest planet in our solar system? Júpiter, Venus, or Saturno? A, B, or C? What do y'all think? Marion, muy bien. Brooklyn, muy bien. Alicia, muy bien. Arshad, ¿qué piensas tú?
Así es. Júpiter es el planeta más grande, con una tormenta gigante llamada la Gran Mancha Roja.
Okay, so she said una tormenta enorme, right? A huge storm, right? Una tormenta enorme, or an enormous storm, literally. Okay.
Tan alto como puedas para imaginar la gravedad de Júpiter. ¿Cuál es el planeta más cercano al Sol?
Okay. ¿Cuál es el planeta más cercano al Sol? So what do you think this question is asking? Cercano, near. ¿Cuál es el planeta más cercano al Sol? What do you think the question is asking? Jo Marion, what do you think? Brooklyn? Very good, Marlesia. Anybody else? What's it asking? Brooklyn, what do you think? ¿Cuál es el planeta más cercano al Sol? I also have another question. Más cercano, nearest. So would it be Tierra, Earth, Marte, or Mercurio? Yeah, that's it, Arshad. So what would be our answer? Which is the planet most near to the sun? Earth, Mars, or Mercury? Tierra, Marte, or Mercurio? Brooklyn? ¿Qué piensas? I also want to just draw your attention to one thing real fast up here, you guys. Look at this. We've seen this word now a couple of times. What is odd with the word el planeta? It ends in an A, but it is what gender, you guys? Masculine or feminine? It's masculine. So even though it ends in an A, we think it should be feminine, but it's not. It's L. So that's something that we kind of have to remember, right? Okay, let's see if your answers are right.
¡Claro! Es Mercurio. Mercurio
There you
es el
go.
planeta más cercano al Sol, pero no el más caliente. Venus tiene una atmósfera que atrapa más calor.
Okay, one more question.
¿Qué planeta es conocido como el planeta rojo?
Okay, so what do you think this one's asking? ¿Qué planeta es conocido como el planeta rojo? What is rojo, you guys? Red. Okay, so what do you think the question is asking? We had this word conocido when we did like the Latin Grammy story. Yeah. So which planet or what planet is known es conocido as the red planet? What's our answer? Muy bien, Jamarian. Muy bien. Marlasia. Anybody else? Brooklyn? Arshad? Well, if we look at our pictures, right, we can tell it's Marte. Marte. Okay, good. Mars. Muy bien.
Lo estás haciendo increíble. Marte es rojo por el óxido de hierro en su superficie. Es como si estuviera cubierto de polvo oxidado.
Okay. All right. So she's talking about what the surface, what's on the surface, et cetera, et cetera. All right. Muy bien, you guys. You guys did great. Okay. Again, we are going to continue this morning with this idea of trying to find cognates, right? And understanding some vocabulary. So I'm going to share one more screen with you this morning. Okay. And so again, we are basing this on cognates, okay? Match the best response to the question. So there's 4 questions and 4 responses. I'm going to give you guys a minute. This is strictly practicing recognizing cognates and trying to understand what we're reading. And then just number your answers in the chat, please. If you think it's 1A, 2D, or whatever, and just pop them in the chat this morning. If you're not sure what the question word is, if you can see my background, I have them around my head. You can check it out. Perfect, Arshad. Perfect, Jamarian. Our, O-U-R. Now remember, when we're looking for comprehension, we don't have to understand every word, right? We want to pick out our cognates, right? And go with our cognates, like try to fill in the blanks ourselves. We don't have to know every single word. Very good, Marlasia. Okay, anybody else have some answers pop in? All right. So you guys did a great job. You need a round of applause. Pat yourselves on the back. Muy bien. So, número uno, ¿cómo se llama nuestro planeta? What is the name of our planet? Right? So, if you said sí, la Tierra, and notice because it's a planet name, right? Earth, it starts with a capital T. It's a name. Okay. Okay, número dos. Cuando ocurre un eclipse? Ocurre, occur, right? So when does an eclipse occur or happen? You all said D. Si la luna pasa frente al sol. So we learned sol from our video, meaning sun. If the moon passes in front of the sun. So number 2 is D, right? Muy bien. Número 3, ¿quién explora el cielo? ¿Quién is who? So we're looking for a person. Who explora is obviously explore. So who explores? Who explores? B. El or la astronauta, right? An astronaut. El cielo, the skies. Okay. And we didn't even have to know that to figure out if we could figure out explore, right? Who explores? And then the last one, ¿cuál es la estrella más grande? We saw estrella in our video and we figured out it was star. So which is the largest star? And our answer then would be El Sol, right? The sun, or A. And so again, because it's a name, capital S, right, you guys? El Sol, capital S, capital T for Earth, capital L for Moon, because that's their name, Luna. Okay. All right. Good job. You guys did fantastic. Fantastic. All right. I'm going to stop sharing for just a second. And let me see what Mr. Phillips is trying to tell us, because I want to make sure you guys know what you're doing. Remember that you have no ILT today, okay? Okay. All right, there you go. Okay. Can y'all meet me in Canvas, please? And if you give me 1 second, I'm going to need you to refresh your screen. I'm waiting for my student view. Okay, y'all can head on over to Canvas. Refresh your screen. And find Unit 8. Can you all believe that? Unit 8. For those of you who were with me last year, you guys, we have done every unit in the book, right? As soon as we finish Unit 8, that's crazy accomplishment. All righty. So scroll. I'm gonna minimize all these things. And we should be in Unidad 8, Chile. Okay. Guided notes and practice. Now this one's going to be a little different. So when you get it open, just kind of sit tight and I'll explain how it's going to work. Give me a thumbs up when you're there. Okay, Arshad, are you in Canvas? Brooke? Yep, go ahead and click on annotation. Jamarian, can you find it? You need to refresh your screen, Jamarian. Okay, click on your guided notes. Marlecia's ready to go. Okay, Arshad. Okay, so I'm going to share what it looks like with you because I just kind of want to give you a tour. All right, so I need everybody's attention so that I know that you are, that you know what the expectation is. Okay, so what I'm hoping to do before we get out of here today, notice in our first section for Unit 8, we don't have a whole lot of vocab here. Okay. Also notice that it's in English and you are going to be typing in Spanish. And the reason is right here. Careful of gender. Because like we saw with planet, planeta ends in an A, but it was masculine, el planeta, right? So you are going to be typing these in Spanish to just sort of make us think about that, okay? On Monday, we'll start down here talking about why things happen. So I do not expect you, let me say it again, I do not expect you to do this on your own. I'm going to say it again. You are not expected to do this on your own. This is something that we're going to work through together, right? If we had had a regular class period today, we would have done it all together and you guys would have submitted it today. Okay. Let me know if that's clear. Y'all understand what I'm saying, right? Okay. You do not have to do that together. This is something that we'll work, alone. We will work on it together. Okay. All right. So for right now, we have about 10 minutes. I want to make sure that we fill in this top part. So give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Marlesia's ready. Who else is ready? Okay. All right. Looks like y'all are ready to do some typing in Spanish. So again, if I go too fast, you need to speak up. Okay. Okay. Bueno, tu clase, el universo. Okay, so we have el sistema solar. So remember, you are typing in Spanish. Okay. We know what it means, solar system. We also need to make ourselves a note that sistema, right? But el, that's the whole point here. Okay. All right, our next one then, el cielo. You guys, based on the image, what do we think? El cielo. You can unmute. What do you think el cielo is? The sky. Very good. The sky. Okay, so you're typing in your notes, right? Okay. Again, we don't even need to translate these, right? The goal here is to just know what the word is in Spanish and know if it's masculine or feminine. We know these, okay? El cometa. Once again, ends in an A, but it's a masculine word. El eclipse. El cometa. El eclipse, right? Okay. La estrella. So that one, right? The sun, I mean, the star, that one is a normal pattern. Estrella with an A, and it's a feminine thing, right? But then we have planeta, el planeta, right? La estrella, star. Now, you know, when they talk about celebrities, right, conocidos, they also use the word estrella, like as a star. So it can have multiple meanings, okay? Okay, ready for the next slide? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. El Sol is the sun. And La Luna is going to be the moon. So these follow the normal pattern. El and Sol, and then Luna is an A, La Luna. And we use Luna in English, you know, like lunar landing, right? Lunar, anything to do with the moon. Okay, are we ready for the next one? Brooklyn? Joe Marion? Okay. All righty. La Tierra. La Tierra with a capital T is earth. La Tierra with a small t is dirt, right? Or like the ground, or, you know, earth in terms of dirt. You know what I'm saying? With the small t. The big T means we're talking about planet Earth. And then the word is astronauta, even if it's a male astronaut, right? The only thing that's going to change is the L or la. And so in your notes, that's the thing you need to tell yourself, right? It's always going to be an A at the end. The only thing that changes is either el astronauta or la astronauta. Okay. Okay. And then the two verbs that we're going to be working with is descubrir, to discover. Another definition would be to uncover. Okay, so discover or uncover, right? So like, let's pretend we were investigating something. Yeah, we would uncover a fact, all right? Or we can discover fact, or we can uncover evidence, right? So descubrir, to discover or uncover, and it's an IR verb. And then explorar is easy peasy, and it is an AR verb. Okay. All righty. So let me, we have a couple minutes. Do I need to go back in any slide? Do you guys have all of your blanks filled in on your guided notes? Give me a thumbs up if you're good. Okay, Malaysia's good. Jamarian. Okay, Brooklyn is good. Jamarian, you need me to go back? You're good. Arshad. Okay, muy bien. All right, so the last thing that I have for us today, give me one second. is just kind of a little, yeah, do not submit those notes. Just do nothing because you don't want to lose what you have. Obviously, we need to come back to it. Okay. Okay. In the chat, I put you guys a link. So go ahead and click on the link in the chat. Don't submit those notes in Canvas because I think then when you open it up again, you're going to lose what you have, right? So just leave it. Okay, Brooklyn, click on the link in the chat. Joe Marion, click on the link in the chat. And what we're going to do here, this is sort of our comprehension check. We're just going to categorize them, yeah? So we're going to do like object or thing, action or verb, person, okay? So you should be able to grab these and drag them around and then categorize these. What is la luna? And then you're going to put it wherever you think it needs to go, okay? Everybody cool with that? Object, or objeto, acción, persona, y lugar. And then you're going to just categorize them. Okay. And I'm watching to see what y'all come up with. Brooklyn, does that link not open for you? Arshad, put your categories up on top. Good, Marlesia. Okay, one more time, take a look at my screen. You should have object, action, person, or play and place. And then you're just going to drag them wherever you think they should go. All right. Good job, Marlesia. Good job, Joe Marion. Muy bien hecho. Okay. That's our time actually for today, you guys. I don't want to make you late for third hour. Okay. Muy bien. So to be continued, enjoy your weekend. Nos vemos lunes, right, you guys? Save those guided notes. Okay. Because we need to come back to them. Okay. Adios. Don't submit them though, right? Just hang on to them. Adios, clase. Adios. Okay. No, I think I've already submitted grades though, because it was yesterday. So I'm not sure, Brooklyn. I'll have to see if I can get it changed. Okay. Okay. Adios a todos. I'll ask, Brooklyn. Adios.